Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the San Diego Padres and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air next.
Play ball. First base.
Stepping into the box, Braxton Lee. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Braxton Lee.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2-spot.
1-1-1.
Their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Now here's the pitch.
1-1-1.
And this is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Next up for the A's, Willie Adames. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First pitch on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he got him. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail it here 2-0. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fouled away. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Pick it and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Stepping in, Tim Anderson.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Tim Anderson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Tim Anderson goes down for the second out in the bottom half.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Alfaro, 33 years old. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension. Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We've played 2 full. Padres lead it 3-0. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Here's Jurickson Profar, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Profar.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Profar, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this: you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Machado is there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. On the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Braxton Lee. Runner in scoring position with 2 guns.
Lee.
He's set and the pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Pinder at second with 2 down. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Bonifacio. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. So striding in, Willie Adames comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for the A's so far. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he takes a called strike. 0-1. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Tim Anderson. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
All even now, 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Fouled off. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Striding into the box, Jorge Alfaro. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little zone.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Travis is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder.
Chad Pinder.
First offering on its way. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. 5 innings complete. The Padres lead it 4-0. Settling in now, Jurickson Profar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Now here it comes. And he popped him up. Machado in foul ground, but this will land untouched. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Digging in, Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Chapman.
In there, strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So digging in now, Braxton Lee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game.
1-1-1.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So striding forward now,
Leading off
Jorge
for the
Bonifacio.
A's,
He comes in
the
0
right
for
fielder,
2 thus far.
Jorge.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to
Bonifacio.
score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. At the plate, Willie Adames. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
Willie Adames.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command. 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
The batter, the first baseman.
Into the box, Matt Olson. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. So stepping in, Tim Anderson. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. In now, Jorge Alfaro. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gerber sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
At the plate, Chad Pinder. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. Oh, so close. But with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Oh, it sure is, Matty B. Boy, you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out, thinking about the 9th zero, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for Oakland. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Chapman. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Standing in, Braxton Lee. He's
Now
hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Braxton.
Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Ready now, Jorge Bonifacio. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And that misses ball 1. Two balls and no strikes for Jorge Bonifacio.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Last strike now for Oakland. Fouled away. Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And he'll make the catch to end it, and the Padres have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Friars with their 80th win to pace the division. Number 28 earns a league best 20th win as he tosses a complete game 1-hitter. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB